You've probably heard the saying, your thoughts and energy shape your reality. But let me ask you, have you actually seen it happen in your own life? There's a lot of buzz out there about manifesting. Write "I am abundant" 10 times in your journal, chant affirmations in the mirror, raise your vibration and stay positive. And somehow the universe will reward you with everything you desire. Sounds a bit like magic, doesn't it? Well, in a way it is, but not the kind of fairy dust magic people often imagine. This is energy magic rooted in real principles. You see, the universe doesn't speak words. It doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to your vibration. Every thought and feeling you have emits a certain frequency. If you're stuck in frustration, fear, or anger, you're unconsciously sending out that signal. And guess what? The universe reflects it right back to you. That's why more conflict, more blocks, and more stress keep showing up. But here's the beautiful part. When you shift your energy to joy, gratitude, or trust, you also shift what flows into your life. Your outer world starts to mirror your inner state. That's not wishful thinking. It's how the energy of reality actually works. If you're here because you're ready to understand how this truly operates and how to use your own energy to create the life you want, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how energy shapes your experiences and how you can take control of it. Not through gimmicks, not through watered-down law of attraction hacks, but through real grounded awareness and practice. By the end, you'll see clearly how both your joy and your struggles are energetic reflections, and you'll learn how I've applied this truth to reshape my own life from the inside out. But before we dive in, there's just one thing I want you to remember. You can believe whatever you want, do whatever you choose, but take full responsibility for your reality. Because once you realize that your energy is the real creator, you'll never blame anyone else again. Have you ever pondered why some people seem to be able to draw chances, success, and pleasure with ease, while others are caught in a never-ending cycle of frustration and scarcity? Energy is the solution. We are discussing pure science physics. The universe is made up of energy that vibrates at various frequencies. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are not merely mental processes. The quantum field receives these signals and reacts in a similar manner. Your reality will reflect your misaligned energy and any worry, anxiety, or doubt you may be experiencing. However, the game changes as you learn to modify your frequency and comprehend how these mechanics operate. You take charge of your life and quit being the victim. Imagine if your reality functions like a TV channel and that you are holding a remote control. The scenes that appear in your life will be precisely that if you're tuned into a channel that emphasizes negativity, anxiety, and lack. What appears on your screen, however, radically changes if you switch the frequency to one of plenty, enthusiasm, and trust. The majority of individuals are unaware that they are holding the remote control, which is the issue. People believe they have no control over life and are at the whim of their circumstances. Your energy, however, is actually like a magnet. It draws in just what it vibrates. You would see that everything is formed of energy and is always vibrating. If you could see beyond what your eyes can see, the computer or phone you're using, the chair you're using, or even your own body, at the most basic level, all of that is merely the motion of atoms and particles. You can think of your life as a radio station. Tuning into a rock station won't help you listen to classical music. Likewise, in order for riches, love, or pleasure to manifest in your life, you must first resonate at those frequencies. This quantum physics idea has the power to alter your perception of reality. Until it is noticed, a subatomic particle has no permanent form or position. This implies that that particle exists in a state of limitless possibilities until a mind engages with it. Does that sound difficult? Let's make things simpler. Consider holding a dice that might have any number on each side rather than a predetermined number. Only when you roll it and look at it does this dice determine what number it will display. Everything is still possible before then. Now put this into practice in your life. The same applies to your world. There are countless options for your life in the quantum field. Riches, poverty, prosperity, failure, joy, and sorrow. However, which form of it shows up, the one whose frequency matches the one you're sending out. Your contact with the quantum field will cause reality to collapse in accordance with your vibration. If you are vibrating at the frequency of fear, scarcity, or doubt, This will lead to a life that is full of obstacles and limits. However, the universe will create that reality for you if you are in tune with the frequencies of appreciation, abundance, and trust. The majority of people think they understand the law of attraction and know how to apply it. It's said that if you think positively, picture your goals and repeat affirmations, the universe will provide everything for you. However, why do so many individuals still encounter obstacles and frustrations if it were that easy? The biggest error is assuming that the law of attraction just reacts to your thoughts. Let's say you wish to draw in additional revenue. You write affirmations like, "I'm rich." See yourself driving the automobile of your fantasies and even visualize your bank account full. However, you secretly experience a sense of scarcity each time you see your empty account or receive an unexpected charge. You experience worry, frustration, and terror. The important thing to remember is that your emotions have greater influence than your thoughts. Empty words cannot change the law of attraction. Your subconscious frequently controls your deep vibrational state, which is what it reacts to. And most people fail at that point. You underestimate the power of your conscious mind. According to neuroscience research, the subconscious is responsible for about 95% of our choices and actions. Put differently, only 5% of your conscious thoughts have a direct impact on your reality. This implies that if your brain is conditioned to believe otherwise, then repeating affirmations or visualizing your goals won't accomplish much. Think of the subconscious as an airplane's autopilot. You might seize the reins and attempt to use your conscious mind to veer off course for a little while. However, the plane will quickly return to its previous path if the autopilot is set to a different destination. Put this into practice in your life now. You might declare, "I am prosperous," intentionally, but what is your true energy releasing? If your subconscious programming is rife with ideas like, "I'm not good enough," "money is hard to earn," or "life is a struggle," those secret convictions, exactly. What does this signify? That reprogramming your core feelings and beliefs is your true task, not merely altering your thoughts? Emotion is the key to this reprogramming. You must comprehend one basic concept if you wish to alter your reality. You can't get what you claim you desire from the cosmos. It reacts to what you believe to be accurate. This is due to the fact that emotion is energy's language. A particular vibrational frequency is produced by each emotion you experience. The quantum field uses that frequency to create your world. Consider this: have you ever made an attempt at manifesting anything but secretly harbored doubts or fears? Perhaps you made an effort to draw in more money, but each time you considered it, you felt insecure or afraid. What took place? Probably nothing changed, or it worsened. This occurs because the prevailing emotion within you was vibrating scarcity, even while your conscious mind was focused on abundance. Additionally, your dominating vibration is always reflected in the universe. Imagine the reverse now. Consider a life accomplishment that you truly desired and that seemed inevitable in some way. Perhaps a relationship, a job, or a trip. Are you aware that an emotion and an inner confidence were already in line with that result before you even received it? That's what separates genuinely vibrating something from merely wanting it. So how can you match your feelings to your desires? This is a basic exercise. Shut your eyes and visualize that your wish has already been fulfilled. However, feel as though it's already real rather than merely visualizing it. How would it feel to open your bank account and find a millionaire balance if that's what you want? What would it be like to feel that person's affection at this moment if it's a relationship? You have already altered your vibration when you are able to experience that feeling right now before the actual outcome manifests, and your reality starts to rearrange itself to match the shift in your frequency. However, how long must you keep up this vibration in order for the transformation to occur? The solution is straightforward but difficult. You must maintain that feeling at all times. Feeling it for a few seconds and then going back to the previous frequency of scarcity, uncertainty, or dread is insufficient. Your reality will change if your frequency is always changing. What you maintain as your prevailing vibrational state affects how the cosmos reacts. What would happen if you planted a tree, watered it once, and then let the earth alone? Nothing develops. The tree will unavoidably bloom, though if you water it daily, take care of the soil, and allow the roots time to grow. Your energy is no different. Your primary vibration is still not in line with your desires. If you experience abundance, love and thankfulness for a short while, and then feel nervous, irritated, or worried for the remainder of the day. Furthermore, the dominating vibration always causes a response from the quantum field. Forget about those fleeting exceptions. Perhaps you're asking how I can keep this vibration going all the time. I'll outline my daily activities for you. I take a few minutes each day to rebalance my energy before I even pick up my phone or worry about anything. I inhale deeply and ask myself, what frequency do I want to emit today, while keeping my eyes closed? I don't merely think about it if I want to draw abundance into my life. I feel like I'm experiencing that abundance at the moment. I picture my day going smoothly. Opportunities and money appear out of the blue. I sense the love and connection before I even get out of bed if I want to improve a relationship. This is the key. Visualization alone is insufficient. You must experience it strongly, and I cling to that feeling for as long as I can. It was challenging to maintain it for longer than a few seconds at first, but eventually it turned into a habit. I can sustain that vibration for a few minutes today. Additionally, it makes a huge difference. I don't only do this in the morning either. Every time I feel my energy level dropping during the day, I pause, take a deep breath, and re-establish a connection with that feeling. It is comparable to going to the gym. It gets more natural the more you practice that vibratory state. And now for the most incredible part. The cosmos begins to react when you do this on a regular basis. Your world starts to reflect this higher vibration as opportunities present themselves and synchronicity increases. Now that you know how to stay energized, allow me to show you something that hardly everyone discusses. The electromagnetic field produced by your heart is stronger than that of your brain. It's also the one that actually makes your reality come to pass. According to studies from the HeartMath Institute, the electromagnetic field of the heart is up to 5,000 times stronger than that of the brain. Despite the widespread belief that the mind is the key to creating reality, this implies that your inner feelings have a far greater influence on the quantum field than your thoughts alone. It also makes logic. How many times have you consciously wanted something like a better relationship, more money, or a more balanced life, but you secretly experienced anxiety, fear, or doubt? You might think I want this, but needs, stress, or scarcity were pulsating in your heart. What occurs in this instance? The dominant vibrational state you are in affects the cosmos. Put another way, if your heart is giving off the opposite vibe, it doesn't matter what your head desires. So how do you get your heart and mind in sync to actually manifest? This is an exercise that can change your vibration, and I use it every day. Shut your eyes and place a hand on your chest. Take a deep breath and visualize your heart as the source of your breath. Your heart rate becomes more balanced and coherent as a result. Think about a positive emotion such as joy, love, or thankfulness. However, feel these feelings in your heart rather than merely thinking about them. For a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes, remain in this state. This brief time frame is sufficient to alter your vibration and affect the field surrounding you. You will discover that you begin to attract situations that reflect that vibe if you practice this every day. When your heart is in tune with high emotions, it puts forth such a powerful signal that the universe must react. I want to show you what might be preventing you from achieving your goals now that you understand how your energy shapes your reality. You may not even be aware of it. The absence of visions or positive thinking is not your worst enemy. The bad feelings you harbor during the day are the real saboteur of your vitality. The low frequencies of anger, fear, anxiety, guilt, and frustration prevent you from drawing positive things into your life if they persist for an extended period of time. Have you ever noticed how your entire day seems to go south when you wake up feeling unhappy? A quarrel, a delay, or an issue at work? You conclude by saying that today simply wasn't my day. In actuality, though it wasn't an awful day, a string of bad things happened because of your frequency. This occurs because low-frequency emotions have an impact on your physiology in addition to your energy. Your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline when you experience fear or anxiety, which makes you tense and alert. Additionally, your body is only striving to live in this stage. It is unable to produce anything new. Therefore, your vibrational field is trapped in resistance and scarcity. If you are anxious, stressed, or angry all day, the universe will continue to provide you with more of the same. If your body and emotions aren't in harmony, even if you try to visualize something positive, The good news is that you can make this different. Take a moment to perform a basic energy reset if you realize that your vibration is low. I always close my eyes and take a few deep breaths before doing this. This relaxes my nervous system and slows down my thoughts. What feeling do I want to experience at this moment, I ask myself. By doing this, I am able to manage my vibration and bring my consciousness to the here and now. I start to actively create that feeling. I think of a peaceful time if I wish to feel at ease. I think of something that has previously helped me feel prosperous if I wish to feel abundant. My vibration has already changed in a matter of minutes. Your energy won't be dependent on outside factors if you learn to do this every day. You'll be in charge of your frequency, and as a result, what you draw into your life. Positive triggers are 2 items you can incorporate into your everyday schedule. For instance, I use words that remind me of my preferred vibration to set reminders on my phone. I also developed a ritual for anchoring. Every time I put my hand on my chest, I instantly feel a higher level of feeling. This gives me an instant energy boost. Additionally, the reinforcement prior to sleep is crucial. Because your subconscious takes in the information while you sleep, the feelings you have before bed have great power. Prior to shutting off the lights, I experience joy, abundance, and thankfulness, as though those vibrations are already influencing the course of my next day. Your inherent frequency will shift if you do this daily, and when that occurs, your reality is forced to conform to that change. I want to show you something incredible now. Here's a brief test you may conduct now to confirm if everything is real and to experience your own energy. You should be able to sense the energy all around you if the universe is made of energy and your frequency truly affects your reality, right? You can sense it, which is nice. And I'll walk you through a quick test that demonstrates this in real life. Find a peaceful spot to sit and unwind. Breathe deeply for a few moments and let go of any tension in your body. For roughly 10 seconds, vigorously rub your palms together. Your energetic sensitivity is awakened and circulation is activated. Now gradually separate your hands until they are around 10 centimeters apart. Start by gradually bringing your hands closer together, then slowly separating them once more. Assume that they are separated by an invisible field of some kind. Listen carefully between your hands. Do you sense any tiny resistance, tingling, or perhaps warmth? Your own energy field is that. Congratulations if you were able to feel something. This demonstrates the reality of your energy and your capacity for self-control. Imagine now that the energy you just sensed surrounding your hands is always emanating from your body. It engages with the cosmos and draws in events that share its vibration. Additionally, your entire life can alter if you intentionally program this energy each day. A lot of people begin practicing vibrational transformation, but they are unsure of how to tell if they are truly on the correct track. How can I tell whether my energy is truly shifting? They ask, how do I know whether the cosmos is reacting to me? The subtle clues of reality around you hold the answer. Additionally, there are 3 distinct signs that your vibration is shifting to a different frequency. Before the outside world changes, your inner condition does. Many people believe that they won't feel love until they meet the ideal person, or that they won't feel plentiful until the money comes in. When you begin to experience those feelings before the external circumstances alter, however, it is the true indication that your vibration has shifted. Before the issues are resolved, you feel at ease. Before the blessings come, you are grateful. The cosmos then reorganizes everything to reflect that internal condition. You begin to let go of things that don't fit your new vibe. One of the most surprising and frequently unsettling symptoms is this one: certain circumstances, routines, and even people who are no longer on the same frequency may begin to remove themselves as your energy shifts. Once important relationships start to lose their significance, you no longer see the value in old opportunities and know that this is a positive sign if it occurs. It indicates that you're creating room for something that better suits your current vibe. You begin to respond to circumstances that used to impact you in a different way. Perhaps something that used to really annoy you isn't bothering you as much now, or a once difficult problem is now perceived more easily. Your vision of reality has begun to alter, which is a certain indication that your vibration has changed. Additionally, the universe reacts differently when you react differently. Positive things start to occur in unexpected ways. All of a sudden, you receive a surprise job offer, discover cash in an old jacket pocket, or a seemingly challenging issue is resolved with ease. These tiny presents from the universe indicate that your energy is clearing the path and that you are in tune with a new frequency. The cosmos starts adjusting things to bring your reality into alignment with that energy when you start vibrating at a new frequency. However, you don't necessarily want this procedure to happen right away. And a lot of individuals sabotage themselves at this point. What happens if you plant a seed and then dig up the soil the following day to check if it has sprouted? You halt the growth. It's the same with your manifestation. Seeing if you can trust the process without feeling anxious is the best way to determine whether your vibration has changed. Your vibration is still low if you're feeling desperate for anything to happen right now. Your energy has genuinely altered, though, if you are able to wait calmly, knowing that you already have what you desire. Trust not in action is what patience is all about. It's the complete assurance that your reality will react to your new frequency in due time. This is your final test then. Do you experience a sense of certainty or worry when you consider what you wish to manifest? Anxiety is an indication that your frequency isn't quite in harmony if that's the response. But congrats if the response is certain, you're already headed in the correct direction. Another strong indication that your vibration has changed has nothing to do with the events in the outside world. It has to do with your self-perception. You'll realize that you don't need to pretend to be someone you're not once your frequency begins to increase. The need to win people over begins to lessen your intuition, and you feel more connected. Your choices become more obvious. You know deep down that you're headed in the right direction, so you quit looking for approval from others. It's as if you've suddenly found your true self. Things that used to weigh heavily, such as responsibilities, criticisms, and expectations, begin to lose significance. Regardless of what you still need to accomplish, you experience an unexplainable sense of calm and knowing that you are right where you should be. And perhaps the clearest sign that your energy has truly shifted is this. You begin to feel free to be your true self. No more hiding, no more shrinking. No more fear or guilt about who you are. And when that happens, the universe responds. Opportunities, people, and situations that reflect this new version of you begin to appear because you're finally vibrating in alignment with your essence. So take a moment. If you've been feeling more authentic lately, more at peace with yourself, more aligned and alive, congratulations. You're already living in a new reality. It's not a theory anymore. It's happening. Now, the real question is, what will you do with this awareness? You now understand that energy creates reality, that your emotions fuel manifestation, that staying in alignment is the key to everything. If you're ready to go deeper and truly take charge of your life, I invite you to join Quantum Thinking, a 21-day challenge designed to help you master your energy, reset your frequency, and finally start attracting what you truly desire. For details, just check the pinned comment below. If you've made it this far, drop a comment. I choose to create my own reality. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who needs to hear this. Because once you've seen the truth, there's no going back. The shift has already begun. Now it's your turn to live it.